What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. Today we continue our perfect workout series, this time the perfect workout to lose weight. And oh yes, there is one that does exist, or at least as close to perfect as we can get here in this series. Now when we talk about losing weight, you can't continue this discussion without first talking about nutrition. And I know a lot of us don't want to hear about it, but it always is about calories in and calories out. The calories in portion is significant. As a matter of fact, I always say you can't out-train a bad diet. So you got to get serious about what you're eating. That being said though, I know you're here because you want to talk about the calories out portion, what you can do to burn calories while you're in the gym. How can you get to that hypocaloric state? Well, that's where we need to start talking here, because a lot of times what people wind up doing are things that are not nearly as efficient or effective for the time that they're spending in the gym. And we can fix that here with this perfect workout. So a lot of us will go to the gym and we'll either do a lot of this, just sort of mind-numbingly boring cardio, or we may even do something a little bit more athletic and try to do this, the jumping jack, right? Representative of some type of metabolic exercise. The problem is this right here is too low on the intensity scale to be really worth it or effective in the long run, because this is actually only going to burn about 5 to 6 calories per minute. Not really going to get a lot of bang for your buck, even if you do this for a long period of time. On the opposite end of the spectrum here, you could do something like this, because you maybe even saw one of the videos that Jesse and I did where I put him through the torture and I had him do the burpee. And the burpee is actually going to be able to burn 15 calories per minute on average. Everything's relative to the size of the person and the fitness level of the person doing it, but on average 15 calories per minute, making it one of the most effective exercises for burning calories. But how long are you going to sustain minute after minute after minute of burpees? Likely not very long. So your ability to sustain the exercise is going to be critical to keep this going and have a massive impact on your desire here to lose weight. The second part of it here is most often the workouts that are done completely ignore the contribution of resistance training to the workout. We're not going to make the same mistake here. As a matter of fact, it's going to play an integral role in what we do to create the workout. All right, so what are we supposed to be doing? Well, here's where the first surprise comes in this video, and that is I'm actually not going to just give you one workout, I'm going to give you a week of workouts. I want to make sure that I leave no stone unturned, because I know that this is an issue that a lot of you out there are dealing with, and I want to give you the exact step-by-step game plan to make sure you see the results from doing this. And we start with actually a leg workout that's going to fit into a perfect push-pull legs setup here, with the goal being to lose weight. So why are we choosing the legs to start? Because I want to illustrate a major point, and it goes back to what I just talked about the effectiveness and the importance of the resistance training exercises sort of leading the way. And we start here with a barbell squat. And you're probably telling yourself, wait a second, this does not look at all like any weight loss workout I've used in the past. And my answer is, I know. And that's probably why you might still be looking for one, because this is going to be more of a long-term solution for you. So how do we load this? We load this actually in a much heavier way than you might expect. We go for a 70% to 80% load of your 1 rep max. 10 repetitions for 10 sets. After every single set, you're going to rest 1 minute. This is a traditional German volume training approach. Now, why does this work? Well, we go to a study recently published here that showcases the caloric expenditure of these resistance training exercises, and again, why they're so important in what we're doing here. You can see that at a much lower intensity level, the squat is still capable of burning 10 calories, which instantly makes it better than what the traditional jumping jack would give us. And again, would be far more sustainable than a burpee, although at a less of a calorie expenditure. That's okay, because we know that we can increase the intensity level. As I said, up to the 70, or in this case, it was used at an 80% max. The fact is, now we're all of a sudden jumping up significantly to about a 33.2 calories burned per minute at this effort level. Why is that? Look, even if you don't agree entirely with the accuracy of that number, which I have some questions, it certainly isn't down at 10 calories. The reason why it's much higher is that the effort level to do this is far more significant. When we're trying to burn calories, guys, again, you want to maximize how much effort you exert, but still make it sustainable. And the beauty of German volume training is that it's going to allow you to be sustainable. You can do this. I've done it myself. As a matter of fact, we programmed it in one of our programs, Max Size, that allows us to do this. The secondary benefit, though, of this exercise and all the exercises in the leadoff spot here is you're also getting muscle building benefits. And the more muscle you can build, the more calories you'll be going to be able to burn on an ongoing basis, because the tissue is going to be more metabolically demanding, even at rest. So we do this, and then we move on to the second half of the workout. And the second half actually is going to pair up, once again, one of those resistance training exercises with one of the more typical metabolic conditioning exercises. So here's what this one will look like. You're going to do 40 seconds of this push-up renegade row. Again, it's sort of a push-up into a pull, a push into a pull. We're going to do this for 40 seconds in a 1-minute period, meaning you're going to get 20 seconds rest. Then you immediately go into this next exercise here, the more metabolic conditioning movement here, and this is the high effort mountain climber. And notice I didn't say just a mountain climber, because mountain climbers can look like this. This is not very effective. You look like you're doing something, but you don't look like you're really working that hard. For this to be more effective, guys, I want you to bust it for 30 seconds, as hard as you possibly can. The idea here is you do 30 seconds of work, but you get 30 seconds of rest before you have to go back into that resistance training exercise. So you go back and forth here, 10 rounds of each exercise, meaning you're going to do this for 20 more minutes. In total, this workout will take you just about 37 to 40 minutes. That's it. There's no long distance cardio having to be done here. There's no boring stuff being done here. Your effort level is high enough without being too high to still allow this to be sustainable. That's day one. Where do you go from here? Well, let's actually go back a day, because when we schedule this all out, you're going to see that we're going to lead off the week with our push workout. But I wanted to set the groundwork because I want to illustrate a very important point. For the push workout today, our exercise of choice to kick it off for our main resistance training exercise is the barbell bench press. And again, working about the 70 or 80% max for 10 sets of 10. In between, once again here, you're going to be resting for a full minute. Now, how many calories does this exercise burn? Obviously a lot less than it does when you're training your legs. This is going to give you about 12.4 calories burned at that resistance level. But keep in mind, we're going to be resting here in between. So if you average it out, you're actually going to be only getting about a 6.2 calories per minute burn. But you might be thinking to yourself, Jeff, that's not much better than the jumping jack. That was 5 or 6 calories. You're right, but the jumping jack had none of the benefits that this exercise is going to provide for building muscle to get those additional long-term benefits. So we're kind of playing this for the long run here while we're still setting up the rest of the workout like we did the first day. And the rest of the workout looks like this. This is going to be 40 seconds of the kettlebell alternating clean and lunge. So we're going to get those legs working again here. You do that for 40 seconds, and then you rest for 20 seconds. And then you just pick up a jump rope, one of the best exercises you can possibly do when it comes to conditioning and burning calories itself at a level of around 15 or 16 calories per minute, depending upon how intense it is that you're jumping. And as I mentioned back with the mountain climbers, I want you to be jumping as intensely as you can. Again, with the ability to continue to sustain this for the duration of the workout. Now guys, I point out here that I said 10 rounds of each, meaning 20 minutes total of this second half of the workout. If you're just starting out and you're finding it difficult, do 5 rounds of each. But the goal here is to work your way up to the point where you're doing 10 and 10. Then we proceed through the workout week, through the leg workout, and then back here now to Friday on your pull workout. And the exercise here of choice is going to be the barbell row. And similar to the bench press, it's not going to be as calorically significant of a burn as you'd get on the legs, but it's going to be around 13.9 calories at that 80% level. Now again, remember, we're factoring in that additional minute of rest, so on average you're bringing this down to about 7 calories per minute. But don't lose sight of those additional benefits that we're getting from the muscle building aspect. Now the second half of this workout will look like this. You're going to go back 40 seconds of the kettlebell clean and press. You're going all the way down to the floor, cleaning it up, putting it down, all the way down to the floor, opposite side, clean and press. A metabolically demanding exercise with that resistance training component. We move on to 30 seconds of another exercise, probably one of the best you could do with the kettlebell for metabolic benefit, and that is the kettlebell swing. So 30 seconds using a significant weight, one that's going to get you to do about 20 swings or so in those 30 seconds. You rest the remaining 30 seconds, and you continue to repeat this all the way through until you're done with your 10 rounds of each. Now, is the workout week complete? We've hit our push, we've hit our legs, we put our pull, we still got one more. We got one additional core workout, and I want you to slot this in on either Saturday or Sunday, or that remaining day of the week. And what we're doing here is simply 10 repetitions of 3 different exercises, as many rounds as you can in 20 minutes. So as you see, guys, none of these workouts are going to last longer than even 45 minutes, but if you do this in just 4 workouts a week, you are going to lose weight and you're going to do it the right way. Here's what this workout looks like. It starts with what we call a 3-way seated knee tuck. You're going to bring your knees in, lean back, engage that core, posteriorly tilt the abs, bring your knees dead center, then bring them to the right, and then bring them to the left. A little bit of an oblique twist to add on. 10 repetitions in each direction, so essentially 30 repetitions straight. Then you go into a squat thrust, 10 repetitions here. Again, this becomes more of one of those metabolic conditioning exercises. And then finally we tie it all together with 10 box jumps up onto the same bench or box that you started this workout from. So it's very condensed in terms of how much room you need to take up in the gym. That's not an excuse. Again, as many rounds as you can, you rest as needed, but you're encouraged to keep this thing moving as fast as possible. The fact is, guys, when you string this all together here and you lay it all out as you see me doing here, this becomes as close to perfect as an option for losing weight as there is out there. It is far superior to a lot of the other things that you might be doing right now and maybe even getting frustrated over. You spend your time in the gym. You might be there even over an hour doing traditional cardio and it's not working for you, or it works for a short period of time and then you hit a wall and you're left wanting more, or you're back looking for videos like this. I promise you guys, the effort level is going to go up here, but so will the results. And if you're willing to put it in, guys, you're going to find the results to come a lot more quickly. And that is the key here, guys, to make sure that you're not getting frustrated because it's taking too long to see what you want to see. If you're looking for step-by-step workouts, guys, we have all the other workouts actually in this series here, the Perfect Workout series, that you can find on YouTube. And if you want no guesswork at all and you want to lay it all out for you day by day, step by step, all of our programs are available for you over at ATHLEAN-X.com. In the meantime, if you found the video helpful, leave your comments and thumbs up below. Let me know what else you want me to cover. I'll do my best to do it for you. If you haven't already done so, click subscribe and turn on notifications and never miss a video when we put one out. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.